This film is about killing in war, and about some U.S. soldiers who have chosen not to.
Soldiers can kill only because they've been trained to do that.
Kill without mercy!
That's something that, that I made the decision because I was the person in charge at that time. And I got no regrets about it. But looking back at it, though, it's like the demons come back. That's where it haunts you.
S.L.A. Marshall was the Army's first real historian. He was the head of the history department during World War II. One thing he noticed is that in most units, only 1 in 4 people tried to kill the enemy. He says most people at the point of looking down and time to pull the trigger became conscientious objectors.
War is not fought by or for ideas. It is fought by individual persons who possess human will.
You have to ask yourself, in what situations would killing be right? It's just not something you can put behind. It stays with you. You carry it in your heart.
No one really wants to take anyone's life. Sometimes it can't be helped or prevented. And sometimes you guys look, it's either me or that person.
Duty, honor, country. When you stand up there and you swear to defend the Constitution, to me that's exactly what it means. I mean, you are going to protect the ideals that founded your country. Freedom. I was in during the Persian Gulf War, but I wasn't deployed to the war. And so I kind of felt like I hadn't fulfilled my obligation. So re-enlisted in June of 2000. In March 2003, I was deployed to Iraq. This is just different places where I was while I was over there. Some of them were in Kuwait before we crossed into Iraq, and some of them were after we were there. My father, who fought in World War II, he tried to tell me war is not as glamorous as they make it out to be. But I'm too stubborn and bullheaded to listen. Boy, I asked for it and I really found out. I saw more than I ever wanted to see. I don't know that I can describe, it's hard to put it in words.
Open the door! Open the door! Get your hands up and come outside.
Hey, we got 2 doors!
Come outside!
You go. This sucks, sir.
Yeah, clear the house now.
No one there, no one.
No one in there?
No one.
Just have a seat right there.
Hey, support! Give me 2 Marines in here!
Hey, 2 Marines! Hey, get in there, Seth.
I got it. I'm certain I got it.
It's okay, it's okay.
Rodriguez! You come here!
Back in the street. Hey, let's sweep on down straight, then we'll come back up one of these other side alleys.
Roger, hey, go ahead, get back in fucking patrol formation.
You're seeing how war affects the civilians that are in the area. Every house you look at has got bombs, you know, craters in it or bullet holes in it. And just in general how it affects people and how it makes them put all their humanity aside in order to be able to survive in a war zone. And then you see the dead, the injured. You stand at the mass graves and you smell the decomposing bodies that are there. You see the young girl that stands along the side of the road with her arm burned, third-degree burns, and you want to help her, but you can't do it because you're in the middle of a war. And you see all that stuff, and you see how it affects you, and you see how it affects everyone around you, and you just say, you know what, why are we even doing this anymore?
We all have a conscience. We all have, you know, a sense that tells us between right and wrong. When I joined the military, I was 19. And I was like, okay, so if we end up going to war, it's going to be for a good cause. You know, if we end up going to war, it's going to be to bring freedom to other lands. And we started gearing up to go to Iraq. And it was a war that I opposed politically, but not very personally. I went to Iraq thinking that I could push my principles aside and then get the war over with, put it behind me, move on. But nothing ever prepares you for the reality of war. Go, go, go!
Get the fuck on the ground! Hey! Get on here now! Now! No English. No English. You want to shoot him in the leg? I'm about to shoot you. No English. No English. Shut the fuck up! Get here! Yeah, go! Welcome, welcome. Shut the fuck up! Welcome, 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 welcome. Shut up! Welcome. Shut up!
Nothing ever prepares you for going to Iraq and seeing the destruction of an entire nation. Nothing ever prepares you for, you know, the unmeasured killing of civilians. Nothing ever prepares you for what that does to you as a human being, you know, to kill an innocent person. Nothing's going to really prepare you for the level of destruction that you bring upon a nation and that you bring upon yourself for being a part of it. And yet, I have a conscience, you know, which goes way beyond any law. It goes way beyond any order that I could receive.
One more time.
I don't care how old you get. If you're in this environment firing these weapons, it's fun. It's a hoot, to be honest with you. The 50 caliber machine gun, and it's a very, very, very effective weapon. It's got a range of 1,800 meters. It'll blow holes through walls. Personnel-wise, you don't have a chance. If you're hit by a bullet from this weapon, it's devastating. It's pretty gruesome, actually.
You saw that?
Yes, sir. So there's no civilian job that compares to an infantryman. You're training how to kill people. I have absolutely no hesitation about it. It's just what it's what I do. It's my job. How do I feel afterwards? It's, you know, hey, I look at it like this. The people on the other side are soldiers too. And soldiers do what soldiers do. And they're trying to kill us. We're trying to kill them. And that's just the ugly face of war.